y'all, it's your girl Riri from Texas. I'm back with another hair video. This specifically is a do-it-yourself, a DIY hair video, which is feed-ins, which sometimes could be very complicated. And I'm going to make it very simple for you today, okay? So go ahead and stay tuned if you want to see how I do, do-it-yourself feed-ins. These are all the products that I'm using. Yes, you do need all these products. I recommend them. There go your girl. Fresh hair, baby. I'm telling you, I'm fresh off of a silk press, probably like a month in. Now, I would tell y'all, once I started my hair, I did not realize the amount of dandruff that was on my scalp. So I recommend that, you do wash your hair before. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. Your girl was being lazy. Once I started combing my hair out and start parting it, and I seen all of that in there, I said, we not doing no hair washing, which I should have washed my hair if I'm being completely honest with you. I did not. Instead of washing my hair, I went in with some dry shampoo. Did you hear me? I went in with some dry shampoo to get a little bit of that dirt out and just actually comb as much dandruff as possible out of my hair. This mirror, I will post this mirror in the description bar, this little circle mirror. That's the dandruff shampoo I'm using, the dry shampoo, excuse me. It's dry shampoo by Dove. But that mirror is on my Amazon storefront under mirrors and sink attachments because, honey, I don't know what I would do without that mirror. I love that mirror, especially for makeup, but even more so when I'm doing my own hair. As you will see throughout this video, how much that mirror saved my life, honey. Because, baby, it's just no way I would have been able to do it without it. So here I am starting my first braid. Comment below if you understand how that feels when you start that first braid, baby. You just like, Lord, what am I getting myself into? But, nonetheless, gotta push through. So some of it will be in the camera. Some of it will be out of the camera because I'm trying to catch all my angles. I'm trying to catch y'all and I'm trying to catch me too. So I have this, what do you call it? It's a watch, but it's a product watch. We're going to call it a product watch. That too is also in my Amazon storefront. I am putting my Less Jam on there. Y'all know I love this Less Jam. That's what I use for most of my protective hairstyles. And I'm putting it on the watch. Why am I putting it on the watch? Because it's going to make my application process easier. I don't got to dig down and try to be getting all kind of other stuff. Here's my braiding rack. My braiding rack is also on my Amazon storefront. Baby, what you doing if you ain't got no braiding rack? Especially if you're going to do-it-yourself feed-ins, I think that braiding rack is so instrumental and it helps the process. It's like really, really helps the process. So you're going to see I'm starting with my real hair and I'm inserting the hair in. The best way for me to describe how I insert the hair in is going to be, I put it under my index finger. I put the loop under my index finger and I just braid it in like that. So as we get more into this video, you'll get a better visual. Again, I have to look in that mirror because I gotta be able to see the front and the back. I don't know if maybe I could angle my camera different, but you're gonna get all clips. Do not worry, do not get impatient. We only at the beginning, honey. You're gonna get all the angles of how I'm doing my hair. So now I'm going into the bottom part. I'm not going to braid this all the way down because you will see at the end I'm going to add an additional color. So stay tuned so you can see what color I do decide to add at the end. And yes, why do I like feed-ins so much? Let's talk about that. I love feed-ins because they look so natural and nice and they're not pokey at the front. They just give like smooth, clean, nice, sophisticated, come on, characteristic words. Yeah, come on, descriptive words. They give all of that. So this is the smooth look right here. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did start out, I did not, okay, let's be completely honest about the amount of hair I had. I was savaging, what do you call it? Scavenger hunting for hair because I didn't know I had run out of hair, y'all. So that's why I was trying to be like light-handed, and then I started adding too much hair and I had to go back in and redo that first braid because, I didn't want this to be like skinny and then the rest of them be fat. So you do have to be mindful of how much hair you add because you'll look up and honey, you'll have way, way, way too much hair. So this view here, you can see I'm adding the hair under my index finger and then I'm braiding it in. Now, on one of these clips, I don't know if it's this clip, but on one of these clips, I grabbed some hair. You see where I'm pushing my hair down? I grabbed some hair from over there and then it kind of like braided in two. Luckily, I was able to pull it out. So it is very important that you are feeling your hair down the middle to make sure that you are not pulling no hair from the other side. And it is also very important that you use clips or rubber bands or something to hold the hair. I could have secured my hair down more. I thought I had it under control. Your girl didn't really have that much control, but I was able to go in and pull that hair out. Now here go my mirror coming in handy again, y'all. That mirror, it ain't let me down yet, y'all. I really, really love that mirror. And you can just see all over my bathroom. I guess I'm just inviting y'all all into my little personal space. But you will be able to see as I'm adding hair, I'm just pushing it under the index finger and braiding on down. That is the easiest way to add hair. So the loose hair that's coming out of the clip, now that I'm looking at it, it's coming out of the clip. Yes, secure that hair down more. Don't be like me, y'all. Secure the hair down and make sure that you don't have to go in, because what I did have to go in is turn the mirror around and look and see that the hair was attaching over there and I had to just pull it out. Luckily, my hair was pretty fine from the silk press to see, there I go. I'm pulling it out because now I'm feeling it like, girl, hold on. This hair ain't supposed to be over here. So now I'm like, let me just look and make sure we ain't got no hair over there because we need to pull that on out. So I was mindful of that moving forward. And on the additional braids, it just, ooh, that braid look good, y'all. Yeah, we did that. I just like, I just like feed-ins. Yes. Are you a traditional or a feed-in? You know what? I wonder, do they call these like knotless scab braids? I really don't know. That is really like a good, I guess that's like a good alternative because this is definitely the way you do knotless individual braids. So there you go. I'm putting it under the index finger and I'm just braiding it in. Under the index finger and just braiding it in every time. Grab another piece, push it under the index finger and braid it on in. Another piece, push it under the index finger and braid it on down. Another piece. Come on. Oh, I was putting them two together. Push it under the index finger and braid it on down. Okay, so say it with me now. Another piece, push it under the index finger and braid it on down. That is just it. Now, is this easy for y'all or is this something that you still struggle with? I could do a more in-depth video if you need me to, just kind of, because I know when I first started doing feed-ins, I think it was just like a mental thing for me that I was like, because I learned on my own too. So I think it was like a mental thing for me thinking that it was just like super hard. And honestly, it wasn't super hard. So once I started doing them, I'm like, girl, why was you acting like you couldn't do that? No, ma'am, we're not gonna act like that. And then I've just been, feed-in braids. I got a million more videos on my channel that you could go watch, feed-in braids, because that's what your girl doing. So I'm being cognitive on this one now. I'm like, let me make sure ain't no hair. Y'all see, I put a ponytail up there. I didn't go back in with the clips. I said, we ain't got time for hair to be joining in places it should not be in. So I think me recording it literally was kind of harder for me to braid, like using those mirrors, because I was still trying to get footage for you guys and then still try to, use the mirrors and looking through the mirrors as well. So I think I know if I wasn't filming and trying to get a good angle for you guys, I could have just did it using both of those mirrors and it would have just worked out perfect and not so much struggle. But I love y'all and I enjoy doing this type of content. Y'all just stop and subscribe right now if you made it this far in the video. I love doing this kind of content. I love doing protective hairstyles. I want to do more content in the realm of hair care for, natural hair, protective hairstyle, so that I can start growing my hair out and it could get longer, because that's just the space I want to be in. So now you get a front view. I told y'all was going to get all these views now, okay? So now you get in the front view and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm sticking the hair under my index finger and then I'm braiding it on through. grab another piece, stick the hair under the index finger, and braid it on through. And that's just the easiest way to do it and the easiest way to say it. Grab another piece, stick the hair under the index finger, and braid it on through. So all you're doing is sticking the loop literally under your index finger and you're braiding it all the way through. I used to do it. It's two different ways I used to do it. So when you sticking it under the index finger, you sticking the left side of the hair is going on top of your index finger, and the right side of the hair is going under your index finger. So I guess that is more of a detail of how you add it in. And if y'all find this helpful, make sure y'all sharing this with other people who are definitely trying to get this method down. I think this is such a great method because once you learn how to do it then you doing knotless. It's just open up the door for so many other braided styles that you can use. You just have to get the technique down and the method, and then hey, we're doing it like that. So I think there you go. I'm just at all watching it myself. I'm like, wow, we really did that on ourselves. And then don't please do not be discouraged if you do this on excuse me. Please do not be discouraged if you do this on yourself or you do it on a family member or a friend or a client and it does not look good the first time. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. And I think this is super easy. I don't know if this is my first time doing this hairstyle on myself. I don't think it's my first time. I think it might be, it's one of my first times doing it on myself, but it's not my exactly first time. I don't think. I got to go through the archive. Y'all, I don't want to get on here and get to telling y'all no stories. But yes. Oh, y'all, we is coming to the end of these braids. I'm just so excited. But one of them, I'm going to slow it down and I'm gonna braid it all the way down because some of you guys just really enjoy the content that is just showing the process of the braid and how long it takes. And there I go. I'm not going in with them clips no more. Your girl's like, we need to do ponytail. We need to do ponytail. And if you look at my hair, we did use that less jam in between every part. I gotta have that. I like the way it refreshes and looks smooth. I'm okay with that. But if you look at my hair, that dry shampoo, it did the trick. Now, am I saying we should have skipped wash day? No. But I really just didn't know my dandruff had acted that bad. I hadn't worn silk press in so long that I was like, I ain't know we was doing all that, y'all. But I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with how easy the braids were flowing with the texture of my hair in this state. If I would have did a wash, I don't know if I would have completed this because by the time I braid it, wash it, comb it down, get somebody else to do it at this point. Like that's where your girl is at. Do you hear me? So for this one, you know what? I need to get, next time I may need to film in a different space. No, I'm going to just stay in my bathroom because it did good. But if I had more space in front of me to where I could just grab the hair and then I didn't have to keep turning around, I think that would have been a little bit more instrumental in speeding the process along. There you go. I'm whipping that hair, girl, putting it under my index finger and doing what? Braiding it on down. So now I do recommend, like I'm doing here, look in that mirror and make sure your braid is looking good. It ain't looking lumpy. It's not looking like it don't belong with the rest of the braids. Because sometimes if we're not a skilled braider at our own hair, we can be a skilled braider at other people's hair. But if we haven't mastered how to braid and know how it looks, then you do need to continue to keep looking to make sure you didn't mess up. Because the worst thing you could do is braid your hair all the way down and it be looking like who did it and why. Now you got to take it all the way down. It really just discourages you and then it tires you out and it makes you just do not want to continue on with the journey. And that's not what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're able to do our hair, know how to do our hair, know how to braid, know how to wear protective styles. If you can afford somebody else to do it, by all means do that. I can afford somebody to do my nails, but I don't like to sit in the nail shop and wait. I can afford somebody to do my braids, but for one, I know how I really want it to look, so I really don't want to gamble with nobody. And then for two, I'm still a little tender-headed, baby. I don't want nobody all up in my head killing me. And 3, I like to do stuff on my own time. When I got stuff going on, I like to be able to do stuff on my own time and keep it moving. And I enjoy doing my hair. I actually grew up just doing my own hair. So for me, it's just like, I don't know. I've had people do my hair over the years, but I probably can count the number of times I've allowed somebody else to do my hair, because I am a person who likes to do it myself. And I know that these videos are very, very educational in terms of helping. Do it yourself, baby. So I'm super, super psyched about that. At this point in the video, we have 10 more minutes left in the video. I think I have given you guys the details of how to actually do the feed-ins. You can see how I parted it. You can see how I parted my hair and how easy that I was able to create this hairstyle. The rest of the video is going to show you me adding the color to the end. Comment what color when it comes up. Comment the color that I added so I can know you stayed in the video with your girl, because that means something to me, okay? So the rest of the video is definitely going to show you the color that I added at the ends. It's going to show you how to add hair at the ends as well. It's not that much difference adding hair at the ends. It's just really not, y'all. And I actually used some of those products, all of those products from the beginning. Because at this point, we've only really used the jam and the grease. So all of those products at the beginning, I'm using. And I'm going to show you guys. You have to stay tuned all the way to the end, because I'm going to show you guys how I laid these braids down. Because even though they look fresh right now, you got to go the extra mile so they can look fresh. Because that's the goal. You want to just look like fresh, like you did your thing, baby. So I'm going to show you the products. Everything is just going to be like so simple, self-explanatory. I did dip my hair as well. The water I used was hot water. Dipped it, kept it moving, showed y'all the finished product. When you get to the end, I want you to leave me a comment and tell me, is this a hairstyle that you will rock, or a hairstyle that you're just like, maybe not for me, I like it, or no, I'm not with that, I'm more of a traditional braids. And just let your girl know, because I am curious to see who all is in the feed-in game now and who all is still like traditional, to just see how far we've come with the hairstyles and what, how much influence the trends have current day. So I'm going to put music on the rest of the video. It's your girl Riri from Texas. I thank you so much for subscribing, liking this video. It definitely helps my channel grow. I got more hair content for you. Stay tuned. The playlist is linked. Make sure you go through the playlist and look at the rest of the hair videos that I have uploaded for you guys. It's your girl Riri from Texas, and I am signing off.